All right, Nico, how do you create the mindset?
Well, for me, initially, it's having faith in yourself. If you're not willing to believe in yourself before anybody else does, you might as well give up, literally. I mean, if you're not believing in what you're doing, how do you expect others to believe in you? Everything starts with you. From the moment you wake up, are you, grateful? Are you thankful for having the opportunity to do what you're doing so you can go do what you're actually passionate about? So everything that you're doing in your life starts with you. It doesn't start with, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters saying, hey, I really believe in you. You should go try this. No, it starts with you getting up on your own 2 feet, using your own 2 hands, saying, hey, I've got this. And there's people out there that don't have their own 2 hands and their own 2 feet that are doing things that have absolutely blown my mind. So I know for a fact, if you have faith in yourself, you can make it happen. But it all starts with you. You can't be depending on what others think of you and what others are going to tell you how good you are, clapping you, giving you a pat on the back and all these things. And all of a sudden it didn't work out and you didn't get that praise you thought that was coming. But as long as you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. Having that faith in yourself is what's going to propel you in life. 110%.
How do I train myself to have faith in myself?
For me, it starts with a routine. It starts with every single day, how do we create a subconscious mindset of knowing that I believe in myself before me wanting to hear anything from anybody else? If I wake up thinking I need someone to put a smile on my face today, it's not going to work. So you wake up, you set that routine. For me personally, it's being thankful that I've woken up. I thank God right away. Subconsciously, I know as soon as I wake up, my mind goes into trigger mode and it's like, thank you God for this amazing day and thank you for what's going to happen today. So I'm already on the grateful side, of positivity, of going up. My baseline started here. I went up right away. Most people wake up and they're dreading the day. They go below the baseline and they got to climb out of that hole. Who wants to start digging out of a hole at 6 a.m. in the morning? Not me. So it starts with a routine. You wake up, you're thankful. You start doing things. For me, it's taking a shower in the morning. Like if I don't take a shower, my day is not as productive. And that's something small. Then I make my bed. I start out with victories. I start out with being able to know I'm getting victory after victory. So if one thing happens that doesn't go in my direction, I'm still winning. That's all that matters, is start a routine that works for you and make sure that you're actually executing that routine so that subconsciously those habits are created. Those habits, it takes about 21 days to create a good habit. So make sure you start today so that in 21 days, 3 weeks later, you're actually on, you're on the next step. You're on to the thing where it's like, this has become a lifestyle. The habit's no longer me creating it. It's an actual lifestyle of being, thankful and having faith in yourself. Start taking time to focus on yourself so that you start building up this faith in yourself. Like, hey, I am good enough. I am strong enough. I'm smart enough. I'm creative enough. And all of a sudden, you don't have to worry about insecurities. You don't have to worry about faith in, somebody else clapping for you or patting you on the back. It's all about you at that point, and you know that you're going to execute.
All right, Nico, give me one tool that would help me develop a problem-solving mindset.
So first off, I don't look at things in life as problems. I look at them as challenges, and everything can be overcome as long as you look at it as a challenge. You may not succeed the way you want to, but that is the tool I could give you. It's like walking around with a shovel everywhere. If you know you're going to be digging holes that day, all you got to do is start digging, and then you're going to get to the bottom of that hole, and then you go to the next one, to the next one. So the tool I can give you is stop looking at life as full of problems and start looking at it as full of challenges that you can overcome on a daily basis. So whether they're small, big, or indifferent, they are challenges that will be overcome. And whether you do it the way you actually want to is up to you. And then everything else beyond that, it just works itself out. So don't think of things as problems, because right away that puts a negative connotation on what you're trying to accomplish that day. So hey, I gotta overcome a few challenges today. Easy, knock them out. Now all of a sudden you just won that war. And that's how you do it.
How do you overcome haters?
Haters, one of my favorite words, because the problem with haters is it's not you, it's them. The problem does not lie within the person on the other side of the screen. When that person is commenting something towards you, they are literally putting their insecurities on you because they feel like they can express themselves the way you are expressing yourself. So you have to really take the time to understand that when haters are commenting or posting something about you, it's not about you. It's actually about them, and they're waiting for that moment. They are literally taking time out of their day, precious time that they'll never get back, and they're trying to put those insecurities and they're trying to propel that onto your life, but you can't allow that to come in. I don't even feel the haters. I don't understand that word truly. Like, to me, it's almost like, bro, you are literally taking time out of your life to come into my life just to want a reaction from my life when you were literally sitting there doing nothing. So like, Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the naysayers, the people that don't believe in you, everything like that. They're still not going to believe in you. So why worry about them? They're going to say what they're going to say regardless. Don't worry about that. Don't let it affect your mind. Don't let it affect how you believe in yourself, because somebody with a negative mindset is sitting there trying to put all these different insecurities on you that has nothing to do with you. The problem with haters is not you. It is them.
How do you deal with competition?
See, to me, competition is friendly. There's no such thing as like, oh my gosh, this guy's an influencer too, let me never repost anything he posts. Like when I have friends, a bunch of influencer friends, people online on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm not sitting there going, oh my gosh, if I share their stuff, people are going to start watching them. And all of a sudden, it's like, I don't want to be supportive. No, why would I not be supportive? I was actually watching a podcast with Logan Paul and Jake Paul, and they were talking about, they're brothers. They're in the space, and they're like, every time we do something, we're just helping the other one. Once our family name is brought up, they start talking about Jake Paul and Logan Paul. That's the same thing for me. Everything is friendly competition. I'm not fighting you to take over or be in your role. I'm in my own lane. I'm focusing on what I'm doing. I'm focusing on bringing you the best content, the best education, the inspiration, whatever it is. And then, if I have friends or buddies, everybody doing all kinds of different things, why not pour into them so that they can, be uplifted, and then they'll pour into me, and then I'll be uplifted. And all of a sudden, we're piggybacking off of each other and helping each other grow in a world that is full of opportunity. There's plenty of room at the table. Like, don't be afraid to share the food at the table. Once you give, I promise you will receive. So don't be afraid to give that love. Don't worry about competition. Focus on yourself, pour into people, and people will pour right back into you. So don't worry about competition. That's something that's just, to me, it's not competition. It's friendly fire. You help each other out. That's what it is. Build each other up.
All right, Nico, do you think over obsessing about your passion is bad?
Absolutely not. I think if you're not over obsessing about your passion, that's what's bad. People will literally sit there, and I get that, I feel that judgment all the time. They're like, bro, you're like way into this, like, creating content, being creative and creating all these things. Guess what? When someone has a 40-hour-a-week job, I'm not sitting there saying you're working way too many hours at your job. I'm happy for you. You get your paycheck. You get to go into work. You get to help your family's life or your life. Like, you're getting compensated for that. I'm doing the same, except I found my passion and my purpose, and I'm going to over obsess about it, because why wouldn't I pour every ounce of my life into what I am passionate about? It's like, if you found the love of your life, why would you not do everything to make her or him as happy as possible? Don't give it 50%. Don't give it 75%. Give it 175 million%, and God will meet you the other way. I promise you. I'm a man of faith. So to me, do your due diligence, and God will do his. And at the end of the day, you're going to meet halfway, and boom, you never know what's going to happen. You might be a travel YouTuber. You might have a construction show on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. And all of a sudden, you're living the life that you wanted to because you pursued your passion, not anything besides that.
Tell us your story and any lessons that come with it.
So right away, I'll tell you, my parents came over from the Soviet Union, 1989. They had 3.5 kids. My mom was actually pregnant with my older sister, and they migrated from the Soviet Union to like 4 other countries along the way. You got to think, 1989, this isn't a time where you're just hopping on a plane, you got cell phones, you're there, you're good. No, they were going from embassy to embassy. They were refugees. They were escaping, the Soviet Union regime, coming to America for a better life. They spoke no English. They had $500 USD to their name, and they had 3.5 kids. My mom was carrying a literal child, trying to get from one country to a literal another country across the ocean. And so what I learned, growing up, asking these questions, like, because as a kid, you don't know that. I was born in America. I mean, I got a U.S. citizenship, and people don't understand how valuable that is. Like, I'm so blessed. That's why I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed to have been born in America, and people don't understand what kind of luxury that is. There's people that are literally dying every single day, wishing that they could just make it to America so they could start a life for their family. But all in all, what I got to say about that is, no matter what you're going through in life, no matter how hard you think it is, I always think back to when my parents had 3.5 children, and they were going from one country to another one without any English, into the country that spoke English with barely any money, and they had to live in different countries for 2 months, 3 months to make a little bit more money to keep on going to the next embassy with no cell phones. They never gave up. overcoming adversity is what matters in life. If you can overcome something that huge, and I know my parents did it, I know I can overcome anything, especially living in America. I mean, how easy is it to live in America, make money, do what you want to do, buy this, buy that, get credit cards? It's so easy to do in America. But where I think a lot of people get confused is they start relating themselves to what they do for a living and thinking that's who they are. You know, I'm an engineer, so I'm this and I'm that. Well, to me, that's just what you do. That's not who you are as a person. You're passionate, you're excited, you're good at this, you're smart, you're creative. That's who you are as a person. Because if you got fired as an engineer and had to go do a different job, you wouldn't right away start telling people, well, oh, I'm a doctor now. No, you can't just become a doctor. That's what you do for a living. That's how you make your money. So overcome adversity while realizing who you are as a person, and don't get that twisted. Know who you are. Just pound through anything that comes your way, any brick wall, you take it on, and you just overcome adversity every single day, because there's someone out there going through something worse than you. And I promise you, as long as you put your nose down, you put your eyes on the prize, you will succeed at what you're trying to do, as long as you believe it and you have faith in yourself. All right, y'all, so I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you can take that advice that I just gave you and apply it somewhere in your life. If you want to follow me across different platforms, Nico TJR, go check me out. Follow me real quick. Peace out.